Okay, guys, I'm gonna talk really fast in this one. I probably am not, but okay. So, I woke up late because I'm like sad and on my period and sad. Okay, my interview is at 1:20. It's online and it's like a 15-minute pre-screening interview, which it's with the HR people and not with the manager. So I think I have to pass this to even get to another interview because I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But I was trying to finish my project last night, but I just was, yeah, just like depressed and, yeah, okay. I know there's no point to me doing foundation because my camera on my here is so bad, so low quality. Like, look at my hand, you can barely see the lines on my hand, so it doesn't really matter because they're not going to be able to see. But I think I'm just doing this for me at this point because I don't know, I've just been so out of it because of a thing, and then also I'm on my period and I hate it so much. But okay, let's see. I'm gonna shower today, so I'm just gonna wash this all off anyways later. So that's why I'm fine wearing the foundation. Where's my... I need a mirror. I cannot see. Where's my mirror? Okay, so yeah, no, basically someone texted me something yesterday that kind of upset me, and then we're gonna talk about it, but like me and that person are gonna talk about it later this week, or like we already talked about it, but like we're gonna meet and talk and stuff. But that was making me really like depressed. Don't worry, it doesn't have anything to do with music. It was just like I was just like having such a hard time focusing on I'm so sorry. I wanted to finish it last night so that I could talk about it if it came up for this interview. I don't think it will because it's only 15 minutes, so I think we're going to be going over my resume and stuff. I'm going to take off my eye tape. Okay. And such, but I still need to go over my resume because obviously I went to a career fair last Friday with my friend and I just printed out my resume without really reviewing it much, and then I realized, wow, like there's like a lot I don't remember. Is this even my shade? I don't even know. Doesn't matter. So I do need to review that and sell myself a little bit more. That's like a little bit too late for me now. It's because I was in the sun all day with my brother. I was touring the campus college with him because he's going to be going to college really soon. So he has to pick. And hopefully that's the last time I have to... Actually, this week I think is the last time I actually ever have to step foot on that. Not that it was bad. It's just like I feel so weird because... It feels weird because I was touring my brother around, right? And it's just 2 or 3 years, even 2 years ago, I felt like I related to everyone, that was, around on campus. Like, we're all college students, blah, blah. But then I'm, like, on the bus and, like, taking him around. And I'm just looking around at everyone. I'm like, man, I really do not relate anymore because it feels weird. It feels like I'm just, the people look so young and I'm like, wow. And I feel like I'm kind of looking at children. Well, some of them genuinely are. Some of them like just came out of high school, so it's like that. But also it's like, wow. It's also, I think the mindset of me is like I'm really trying to get this job. Um, I really, I am, yeah. Um, and then it's just like you're at different stages of life, and even if you're only 1 or 2 years apart, it feels so weird. Um, and then I just feel like yeah, it really is time for me to move on. Like it's time to just yeah. Like the masters was fine, but it's it's time. Okay. Let's see. Nope. I know I should have blended it with my neck, but I didn't. Um, I don't know if that makes sense how I feel about that, but I can't see. I have such bad vision. Yeah, it feels so weird. I remember my first day of my master's, coming back after graduating with my undergrad, and I hated it. I was like, I should not be here. I was like, I was overhearing. I was just like, I really, why am I? All my friends are working. They have jobs. Um, but then I know a couple of my other friends were still doing their masters, and I texted them. I was like, do you also feel like this is so weird? And they were like, yeah, I want to go home. And I was like, yeah. But now it's over. Now I don't have to go back anymore. So that's very exciting. I'm very excited to not have to go. Okay, let's see. Let's do. Just because I'm gonna. On top of this, I'm also wearing glasses, so it's not like you can barely even see. Eye makeup is weird when when you wear glasses because it's like sometimes I'm like, can you even see it? I mean, I know you can, but then it's also like I have this screen that's like pretty bad. Okay. I remember in high school, I think, even though I thought I knew how to do makeup, I really didn't because I looked at my graduation photo and I was like, wow, I did not blend my eyeshadow. My eyebrows they look wrong. They look like caterpillars. But you know what? It's okay. And I look back on my graduation photo and I'm like, wow, I'm just a baby and I thought I was so grown. Oh, right, I need this. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, and this Thursday is the last lab meeting I have to attend. I could have stopped attending the lab meetings actually, in mid-March. Because that's what the other guys did. The other guys did that last semester when they presented theirs. They stopped coming in like October, I'm gonna say. But my professor basically was like, I still want you to come to the lab meetings. And there's really no reason other than that. Like, I think he's worried about me not having a job and stuff. So he always, but the thing is, like, I come and like that's the only thing we talk about is jobs. And like, at least I have something to update him about. Like, there's this. But that's the only prospect I have. So if this doesn't pan out, then I mean, I can't tell him that I got a job if I don't get this job. So I don't know. I mean, I hope I can get I hope I get this job so that I can like tell them, hey, don't worry, like it's fine, like I'm good. But yeah. But yeah, we're just really finishing up classwork, and then I'm done. Like, I got the email that we got the email, all of us, that all that they need to do is process the paperwork, and we're good to go. Yeah, okay, this did make my face darker than it actually is. I mixed it wrong. Because I forgot this one oxidizes too and makes it darker. It's fine. You know what? Maybe I'll just wear a turtleneck and hide my neck. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, but the last one is this Thursday, and I think I'm gonna make some banana muffins for the last one that I come to, because okay, the PhD students, that never stops for them. I think they just keep going. They just keep having lab meetings because that's their life. And I was gonna try harder and make something harder, but then I was like, you know what? They low-key made fun of me sometimes, so I'm gonna make something that's easy for me. Yeah. Let's see. There's really no need for me to be doing this. I'm just doing this to... I just need to get my life together for one day. No. Okay, I need to get my life together for today, Wednesday, and then Thursday. That's all I need to... And then I'm good, okay? And then, like, I can just become garbage again. But sometimes I'm afraid of, when I make talking videos, I'm afraid of repeating myself. I feel like I talk about the same thing sometimes. Yeah. But let's see, what else do I have to talk about? Yeah, at first, this place that I'm interviewing, this company, I'd never heard of it before. It's a smaller company. And I was looking it up, and it was a little fishy at first, because like on their direct site, their job postings are different than the ones they have on LinkedIn. And on LinkedIn, it says the salary is $5,000 per year. And then I was like, but then my friend was looking at the one directly on their site, and it's different. So I'm like, I don't understand why it's... I don't know. So I mean, I'll suss it out today, with the interview. But it seems totally like legit. Why would they make me go through all that work of the first interview process thing for it not to be real? You know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy. That would be crazy. So but okay, I think this job posting, I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said it was in Brooklyn, and I can't live in Brooklyn by myself because, number one, I'm afraid, and well, I'm afraid to live by myself in general, because when I was in Colorado, I was working from home one day, and I swear we were living in an Airbnb, but my room has access to the outdoor, right? There's like a little outdoor, you know what I mean? But it doesn't have a lock. There's no lock. You can come in from there and out from the inside, no lock. But that's because it's like, who's gonna climb the roof and get in? I was working like there on my own, and I swear, I heard people on the roof, and so I assumed it was construction. It was also pure during the day, so I was like, maybe they're doing construction on the, I don't know. And then I swear, I heard someone try to get in to my door through the roof, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was alone in the house. I was like, what the fuck? And so I ran to the door and I banged on it to make sure they knew, whoever was there, that someone was in here, because maybe they thought we were all out for work, because we usually are all out of the house to go to work. But today I worked from home. That day I worked from home, so like I was. And then I got a chair, and then I put, because it doesn't lock, so I put it underneath the doorknob, and I just kind of kept like listening for sounds, because I was like, that freaked me out. So yeah. But other than that, I also just mean that Brooklyn's expensive. Like New York City, anywhere in New York City is expensive. I would need. My older sister actually lives there, but she had 3 roommates. So she had 3 roommates. She moved back home, but she had 3 roommates, and she paid $1,600. So if I get 3 roommates, I don't know, but I could maybe I could live in Jersey City and commute by train, but then the rent's still gonna be pretty bad. I know, rent's bad everywhere. It's bad everywhere. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but I really need this job. Okay. I say that, but it's like I do have a house and parents who I could be unemployed for a year, I think, and it would be fine. They would be okay with it. I don't know where the cap is because I can't see. But I think I really need this job for myself, I guess. But yeah, and I was looking into doing part-time work because I don't know how this is gonna go, and I don't know if I'm gonna get this, and I don't know how long it's gonna be until I can get a job. Because genuinely, I don't know why. Like everything I've been hearing back from everything. Also, I'm not even that qualified for this position, so I don't really know why. But the cards, I guess, I don't know. Chances, luck. This one was luck. Okay, because everything I'm applying to jobs, I'm so qualified. I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. I'm like so qualified for them. All my friends were all so qualified for them, and they're rejecting us. And it's like, then who are you hiring? Who are you hiring? Your friend? Your friend's son? You're like, what? Who? I don't know. But wait, I don't need to add more of this. Wait, am I done? No. It's just so. Who are you hiring? I want to know, because then it's like I also know. I hear people like they have like positions. They got positions that I'm like, who gave you that? Because what? I mean, it's fine, because you know what? If I were in that position, I would do the same. If my parent had like the power to get me a job at their company, shit, I would. So, I'm not mad or anything. I'm just like mad at the job market. I know it's not gonna be this bad forever. I know it's only bad right now. It's just, I think, I don't know why, but it just is. Well, look at me complaining. I have no right to complain. I've got a good. Our house is good. We've got transportation. You know, we've got a dog. Dogs are expensive. Pets are expensive. I got this computer. I have this mic. I have everything I need. Except this job. I do need this job. What else was I going to talk about? I really don't have much else to talk about. I don't have much to talk about. Still drinking my coffee, but I'll still wear this. It's my friend's birthday today. I find it when people have birthdays, I sometimes I just schedule the message instead at 12 a.m. because I am so forgetful with that stuff. So I just immediately write the message and then I just schedule it for their birthday, even if it's like 7 months ahead. That's what I do. Because the thing is, I'd rather schedule a message than forget, because I know I guess I could just put it in the calendar, but even then, sometimes I wake up so late. And I feel like it really means a lot to people when you remember, or at least like wish them a happy birthday on their birthday, because it means a lot to me. So like, I try to nowadays, because I'm not on Instagram too much anymore, so people usually will post their birthdays. I'm not on it every day, so I try to just I don't know, you know. Yeah, one of my old friends from high school, our entire chain of texts since like graduation has just been happy birthdays. It's kind of funny, like it's good. I don't mean it in a weird way. It's like funny because every year we only text one thing because we don't have much, you know, when you go, you know, graduate from high school and you just go separate ways, it's just, you know, you don't have that much to talk about it unless you like really try to be like, oh, you know, keep up. But it's hard. But like, we always make sure, it's funny, we always make sure to wish each other a happy birthday. And that's how it's been for years. And that's all we have in the chat. But it's funny. Okay. Yeah, my face is a little bit of a different color than my neck, but it's okay. I'll change. Let's see. Yeah, I really need to study my resume. I need to brush up on the things I've learned during my class this semester because it's a lot more applicable to this job. So I need to review all the things I've done because I've kind of just been going through the motions of the class. I feel like and not applying myself too much, but I need to review everything I've done so that I can say what I've done and understand what I've done. But yeah, I looked up the HR people on LinkedIn. They seem nice. They use all these sites though that I've never heard of, like Loom, Fathom. Like I have never heard of these things. They're like, oh, are we allowed to record your interview on Fathom? I'm like, okay. I've never heard of it because everything before, I've always just used Zoom or Skype or Microsoft. What's it called? Yeah, you know what I mean. Teams. I'm also gonna try to not say or like in this interview more than a couple times because I'm really trying to stop that when I'm in professional settings. Even if I end up taking like a longer pause, if it keeps me from saying or like, then I think that's better. So yeah, that's. But okay, this isn't professional, and the setting is a video. on YouTube so I can say like and more. Okay. I'd like to imagine. I always, when I was in high school, used to imagine when I got a job or like would work and stuff, that I would always get up and do my makeup. That dream just died after, I think, my first work experience. Ow, ow. I just stopped after 3 days because my lazy ass, could not get up 30 minutes earlier. Because you're already getting up early to get to work, right? Especially if you're like 40 minutes away, you know? And I was like, am I really gonna... there's no point. I'm just sitting in my cubicle. Like, who do I have to impress at work? Like, except for my skills. Like, the skills are what's important. Like, no one really cares about what you look like at work. Like, as long as you're like, you know, wear a nice shirt, you're not like a mess, then it's fine. But no one's gonna be like, oh, she's not wearing makeup. No one's like that in America. I know it's different in other countries. Okay, I think we're done. I know the lip is probably gonna come off because I am still drinking my coffee and my interview's at 1:20, so I'm gonna be... I took 2 ibuprofen for my period pain though, so should be good. I usually don't need to take ibuprofen after the first day, but for some reason this week I did. And no, guys, sometimes it's so bad, and I can't even tell you how much ibuprofen I've probably taken in my lifespan, because you would yell at me. You would yell at me and say that, Costa, you really should not be doing that because it's bad for you. And I know. But I have it really bad the first day. And you know what? It wasn't always like that. Like when I was in high school, I had no period pain. None. I was always so surprised when my friends would tell me about their horrible period pain, because I had none of that. I had nothing. It was just like happen, and I'm like, it's just another day. And then I turned 19. And something happened. I don't know what happened. But people's bodies change over time, especially between like high school to even 30, up to 30. Your body's changing, you know. Well, I mean, your body's always like, you know what I mean? Like, your body's always changing, but like, all right, I don't know what I was trying to say there, but yeah, and I don't know what happened. I really don't. And I just started the first day of the period, I would be like, I couldn't leave my bed. I was like, no, this is what they're talking about. I understand. Because my friends would tell me in high school, yes, sometimes some girls have to skip school on their first day of periods or something. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. And now I turned 19, and then I was like, oh, I understand. Yeah, I really hate it. But I have found that I think every other month is getting better. If I find that if I drink a lot of water, like the couple days leading up to and the day of, it helps a lot. I don't know why. Yeah. And then I think there's other stuff you can do, like take magnesium or something, or I don't remember. I haven't been doing that. I've been meaning to do it because I hate that I am incapacitated on my first day, because it's not fair, because it's like I have things to do, but I feel like garbage, and it's like I don't want to feel that way. And it's like scary, because it's like, what am I gonna do when I have to go into work, you know? I was lucky over the summer. The first day would always come around on like a weekend, basically, or like a day that I was working from home. But it's like, what if I have a job that I cannot just work from home, you know, once in a while, you know, like, Oh, because guys, I'm not gonna tell you because TMI, but I need to be home on my first day of my period. I need that bathroom, okay? Like, yeah. Um, like, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. But I think maybe if I start taking care of myself more, maybe they'll be less painful and I won't have to worry about that. But, okay. So, alright, we're done. Don't worry. I'm gonna put my hair up. I'm gonna wear a collar. I'm gonna keep the glasses on. I'm gonna wear stud earrings, not hoops, because I feel like studs are small and don't take up space, you know? And I want them to know. I'm just kidding. I don't want them to know that I'm small and don't take up space mentally, you know what I mean? I don't know what I was trying to say there, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to be quiet. A part of society, a cog in society. I am. You know what I mean? Nah. I do really like the hoops, but I'm not gonna wear them today. And I have the nails short today. You know, I have them short today. And no color, just like some glitter. And I'll keep the glasses on, and I will put my hair in I'll tie it back in a bun. Like so. That, and then maybe I'll like pull out some, I don't know, but you know what I mean. And we'll wear a collar. Okay, I think I am good. Now I'm going to study my resume and my class work, and yeah, that's it. I will see you guys soon. I'm working on music still, so yeah, I'm working on another song, but I'm only gonna show you I think a quarter of it because that's all you need to hear, because yeah, that's what I'm doing. Trying to do not like whole songs, just like parts of songs. So or my ear, there we go, back where you belong, unseen. Oh my god, I hate myself. May is almost here, like it's almost April. It's also April is almost over. It's basically over. It's what? April 29th. I think May 1st is Thursday. That's crazy. Alright, I will see you guys. Oh, and for my birthday, my mom got me the moon necklace because what happened was I put it on the table, and you know how in this house people just move things? They throw things out without asking. They just go through whirlwinds of cleaning or moving stuff. And so I left it there. And then next time I went to check, it was gone. And then I was like, guys, it was right here. And I know it's my responsibility. I should have kept it in my room instead of like a common room where it could have been, thrown out or like fallen and vacuumed up. That's my fault. But she got me a replacement one. And now I kind of feel like myself again, because you guys know that was always the thing I wore all the time. I feel like you noticed, but then I was like, I don't have it anymore. So I would just wear like other necklaces from my mom, because I was like, I don't have any other ones, but I feel weird having a bare collar, chest bone, and so she had some necklaces that she let me wear, but now I can just wear this. I can give those back and just wear this. Right. Wish me luck. So I just had the interview, and I knew something was fishy with this, because remember when I said I was looking at the pay on LinkedIn, and it said $5,000 a year, and I thought that must have been a mistake, because this is for a software engineering role, right? That makes no sense, like in the US. I thought it was a mistake, and my friend also thought yeah, that doesn't make sense. So this was the pre-screening interview, and so I gave it my all, right? I gave it my all, and then after I stopped yapping about my experience with software and stuff, he told me right off the bat, he's like, I don't want to waste your time the compensation is 5,000, and I know you live in the US, and that's not a livable wage there, and this was intended for people in the like places. He said India, Pakistan, um, other places, where 5,000 the conversion rate USD is so. And he told me right off the bat, he's like, you don't have to continue with this interview process if you don't want to. And I was like, I mean, I was smiling the whole time, like, because you know just even though I was a little shocked, I was like, oh, that's okay, like, okay, yeah, I can't live on that, but, and because he's like, I know, like, you can't live on that in the US and you live there. And I'm like, yeah, no, I won't be able to continue with the process because, dude, I had my hopes up so much for that. I thought, I knew something was up. I knew something was up because I was like, why am I getting rejected for everything? But seems like a really awesome opportunity that I feel so lucky that I am moving on to the next stages of it. And I was like, it's too good to be true. I knew it. It's too good to be true. And so then I just had that pre-screening, and yeah. So it was too good to be true. I can't live off $5,000 a year. That's in the US that is nothing. So all right. I did get someone's business card from that career fair. So, and he did say to email him. So I will do that. Because that is the other option right now that I have, is to email that guy. I got a couple business cards, maybe I'll email, but yeah, it sucks because I went through all the 4 tests that they had me do, and then the project itself I had to submit took 2 days to do, and I really thought this was legit. So, because I haven't really had anything ask me to submit a project they give me. Like, it's usually like you like submit like your portfolio, and you can submit your projects if you want to. But yeah, so I was like, I thought this was legit, and then I had to send in a 1-minute intro, and then this is a pre-screening. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this is like a multi-step thing. There's like at least 2 or 3 steps. No. Right. And like, this would have been a great opportunity because me and my friend really want to move away from defense and aerospace in general, because yeah, but I guess that's just not, dude, I don't know what to do. I mean, I do know what to do. It's fine. Don't worry. It's okay. I'm sorry. Don't worry. I'm fine. It's just like, what? It's like, man, I got so worked up over nothing. I got so nervous just to like, I mean, he was really nice. He was like, but damn. All right, I will email those people from the career fair and see if I can something. I just need something. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take this out. Damn. It's whatever. You win some, you lose some, right? Maybe I'll get the next one. anyone else looking for jobs, it's rough out there. I know. So, good luck. Good luck.